Welcome,
Welcome,
everybody.
everybody, to our third Galactical Council of Annagreta again and again. So please understand our guests are coming from other star systems, so they had to overcome some star storms, etc. And so we are a little late. But you have all seen this show is again with our amazing Norwegian Viking Ken Berenson, with always the one and only Jesus, and with a sparkling, shining, shimmering golden solar. And one of our guests is always blue. And that's in this case Balal again. Archon apologize, he is on vacation.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Annagreta. Its mission is to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Captain's log, Stargate 4513.3. After having been taken over by an android, the starship has been under the way of warp speed 7 days now. We're entering the orbit under the planet which has never been visited.
Hey man, that's Star Trek. You stole the intro from Star Trek.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Captain's log started 4-5, blah, blah, blah. That's the introduction of all the series of the old Star Trek films.
But we are Star Trek.
Come on, you're not Captain Kirk.
Yes, I am. I am Captain Kirk. Can't you see that?
No, you are not. You are Ken from Norway.
Why can't I be Captain Kirk? You wanted us to wear these t-shirts and I had to buy them from the fan shops in Star Trek and pay 35 British pounds.
Well, okay. Then let us state we are on a mission, right?
Yes. We're on a mission. We have been taken over by an android. Now we're entering the orbit.
No, we are not entering the orbit. We have not been overtaken by an android. But maybe some dark forces have overtaken the Earth, and we making contacts to the extraterrestrial beings to help our planet.
Yeah, that's just what I said. We're Star Trek right now and on our way to meet and introduce high evolved beings to counsel with them to take our Earth to a better place. So here we are.
The one and only Jesus. Oh, I introduced him already.
I just introduced him again.
The one and only Jesus lived and died 2,000 years ago on the cross.
Hey, he said he doesn't want to be known as tortured and hang on the cross. His mission was to tell us you can overcome the flesh and boundaries of the body, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's true. He was probably something like a yogi. You can stab them and put a sword into their mouth and they don't even bleed.
Probably he uses yogi techniques, but when he can say something about that, maybe he can say something about that, and all the superpowers we're able to step into.
Yes, we see something about the superpowers and the techniques of yogi. And after this show, I'm going to stab you with a knife or with a fork and see if it hurts.
Okay. Before you stab me with a fork, I would rather fight against the Klingon with a laser sword, because we're Star Trek on a mission.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to present Jesus as the first speaker in the Galactic Council of Annagreta number 3. Welcome, my dear audience and all our friends out there. So, hold your head on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome, Jesus. We do apologize if we didn't show enough respect. I'm just kidding. Talk to us. What's happening? What's cooking? What's the dude in the Jesus world? She's starting shaking. She almost seems like she's dancing sometimes.
My dearest Earth beings, we are so joyful to see you again. We are so overjoyed to have this opportunity in such a funny environment. There is no need to apologize. This is all part of the plan. We know how this medium of humor is working. We know how it stays in your soul. Will anybody ever forget Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy or the Marx Brothers? All those funny figures, and didn't you love them like crazy? So we understand a lot of humor, and we appreciate that you have chosen this format. So you were asking about yogi techniques, right? Yes, that's what I did. I was actually using yogi techniques. So I am here to talk to you about those times. What was in all your old stories, these hanging on the cross and bleeding and drinking vinegar and being beaten, this is in your collective consciousness. And I said through many times and places that I really would not like to be remembered like that. This image of the tortured Jesus is something that was instrumentalized from the Catholic Church to make you feel guilty. So this guilt is the most detrimental thing in your lives for those who have a collective memory, almost genetically heritage memory of this guilt. You will have a greater effort to step again in your power. But I want you to use every effort to get out this implant of the forces that were the rulers in that time. You all know that it is ridiculous that somebody dies because of your sins. This is an absolutely not acceptable idea. And now is the time to overcome this. And while you know it with your mind, you will also have to do some effort to get it out of your souls. The dignity and the worth and the value of your deepest soul ground has to be reborn again. Each one of you has to give it birth again in the ground of your soul. There's a lot of darkness to overcome. And you all who are related to me and give me the gift of your attention, you shall work on that, as your light is needed nowadays. So I was not hanging on the cross like you all learned. I learned to overcome flesh and blood, as Ken said it before. And this is something I told you, everybody of you can do that. Now you all think we are so far away from that. We cannot walk over the water. We cannot make dead people living again. We cannot do this, but you know people who can do that. They live in India, in Himalaya, in some hidden places of the world. Some go in shows and you stab them with a knife and they don't bleed. You invite them and pay them money to show this. You see some horrible pictures of people who are hanging with their own skin on some nails. Those are not really pleasant pictures for you. But those techniques are available and they are more than only amusing an audience. They are just mastering your mind. Before you master your flesh, you have to master your mind. And I would like to remind you all that you are able to increase your abilities in that way. You shall not all drive to India and sleep on nails or broken bottles. This is not the plan. But those of you who do already yoga have a slight idea of what is possible. There are ancient texts, there are teachings, there are books, there are films that teach you way more. And it all starts with the activation of your life force. You all live, of course, your heart is pumping, you're sitting, you're listening, you are on this world incarnated. So there is already life force in you, otherwise you wouldn't breathe. Now, can we activate way more power? And that is what I would like to teach you in those shows. We need you stronger than you are right now. And if you follow me, I would just give you a little example. So if you all have a comfortable place and are not disturbed and sit in peace. So please, please put your feet on the ground. Please raise your spine. Hold your head up. Take a position, a straight position. Ground yourself with the magic power of Gaia. Ground yourself and realize that you are connected with the divine. Truly, you are the divine. Now imagine on the bottom of your spine a golden light, which is a symbol for the light force and the life force that you have. Yes, I'm speaking of the Kundalini place. Many of you know already a lot about Kundalini and that it is dangerous to awake this force without preparing. But what I want you to feel right now is this ball of power and light on the bottom of your spine, right there where the tailbone begins. And feel how strong that is. And feel how it is pulsing, like your whole body is pulsing, your heart is pulsing and bumping. And like you breathe in and breathe out, this life force can extend and shrink and extend. See that it is a living force. Try to feel how it moves, how it extends. See if you feel if it is a round ball, or is it more like a star? Is it staying on the same place? Does it want to go to a place where you are hurt? Does it feel like going to a painful muscle, or a wound on your arm, or a headache? This living force is so powerful. I want you just to be aware that you have that. And before we do any experiments, please, until the next time, figure out something about this Kundalini force. Find out something about this life force and prana, those who don't know enough. Read it again. And those of you who know so many, read again those old scriptures. The reinstallment of your life force and of your powers is really important, is important for the awakening of the planet. And we should get those teachings out of their boxes and leave them not only in a bookshelf in the yoga center. Take this knowledge into your daily life. This is just a little exercise for today. But I would like you until the next time that you, during the day, remind yourself to this shining golden ball in your Kundalini center. So, my dears, we are actively working on you. I hope you feel that. Please let Annagreta know, or let us know after the show if you felt something, or how you responded or reacted to our work that we are doing with you while I speak to you and open your energy centers, your chakras. Yeah. So, my dearest, okay, we are in a connection, we are a council, so today we have a theme together, life power, your empowerment to make you good, functioning, happy, joyful people on this earth, as we would love to work with you and through you. And we are okay. Yes, my dears. So you might think this is a news show that we always bring you new messages from the universe. Right now we are in this big theme of a mass awakening. And we will teach you directly. So please come again, and we would give you some little lessons every time. This is, of course, free will. If you do not like that, we would always respect that. And we do not do any spiritual tricks to undermine your personality. That we would never do. This is not our concept. But you would benefit from our exercises. And so this is the theme for today. So now we give Annagreta a short break. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Annagreta. How are you?
A bit confused.
Yeah?
Now my head is clearer. Now I have my glasses.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Okay. So I think, did he say something about did he say something about the new show times?
No, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't. Can you ask him?
But you are connected to Jesus. Can't you ask him yourself?
Yeah, I can't ask him. I'm closing my eyes and I slip away. So you have to ask him.
Okay. Jesus, if you're still there, can you tell us something about the new beginning of our show?
I'm still here. Once I'm tuned in, it's easier to come through and speak. Yes, dears, we want to have new times for our show. And that has a reason. We are working with cosmic forces, and we want to get you into the natural rhythm of the cosmic forces. So we want to make one show on the full moon and one show at the new moon when the sky is dark. So this should be 2 shows in a month. And you might think, oh my God, it's better for me on the weekend, and we all can join so lovely when we have the same time for this show. But we thought about what we are doing. And of course, we want you to connect to each other and build up those beautiful, beautiful friendships and communicate in each way together. This is a big joy for us all to see you in various groups and increase your abilities with encouraging each other. So this effect of meeting together is, of course, very beautiful for you. Nevertheless, we would love to bring you back to the huge rhythms of the universe. So you are star beings. You are earth beings and star beings. You are in between. You all didn't learn anymore to follow the rhythm of the moon, to look into the stars, to listen to the speech of the wind, to listen to the music of the wind through the leaves. So while the moon is full, we have a total other energy on this planet as at a new moon. And we would love to come back to that. So if you go on the 16th, I guess is the next full moon. If you go there and you live in Australia, have a total different time zone than Europe or America, be aware that we catch you. We catch you at this time. So whenever you tune in, be sure that it is dark. As soon as you tune in, we come over times and realms. Times and realms is a concept of yours, but we are independent from that. So as soon as you click on the button for the video or for the live stream link, you are in the team. You are together with us. So probably the chat will not be so full as we cannot cover all people on this earth at the same time. But we are traveling with the moon. While we are talking with you, we are traveling with the moon and with the moon force. And so we reach you always at the time that is best for you. As we can transport on other vibration, on other frequency, another form of nurturing you. We can find a cosmic nurturing of your soul. So think about that. We give you the times in advance so that you can arrange your schedules. We would love to see you all on board. We would love to teach you. We would love to widen this range of communications with all of you. We come through many mediums, and of whom you are attracted is the right form for you. If you are attracted from many mediums, that's fine. We talk through all channels that are available now because we are going to make this time shift, this frequency shift. And we do it together, and you should be guided and not stay alone. I love you very much and hope to see you on the next full moon. You are very loved. Bless you.
Thank you. How are you doing, Annagreta?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Who are you?
We're
With
floating
whom
in
I'm talking you.
we're floating in space.
Okay.
Thank you. Now we are walking or working with the man on the moon.
Yeah, probably.
The opposite of the moon is the sun.
Really? Do they not do? I don't know. I think they are twisting around. Are they not dancing around each other, something like that?
Yeah, that's what the universe is. It's a spiral, a galaxy in an eternal dance of cosmic forces. Actually, the universe is like an endless, powerful dance of the divine.
Ooh, Ken, you are going to be poetic.
This is the other side of me. I'm poetic. I'm very charming, like a natural-born captain with his starship.
Oh, Captain, Captain, then let us go back to the sun as the opposite. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. This channel is not good for my brain.
I think it's
Why do we stand down from the sun? Okay. But I hear the sun wants to talk. This ambassador of the sun. Now I know. Because sun, moon are dancing around each other, so the sun can say something.
exactly. Yes, Solar. She's very funny. Sometimes speaking a bit childlike. I mean, sorry. How can such an ambassador of the Holy Sun be so kind of like a little girl?
I don't know. There are a lot of things we don't know.
I guess that's why we're here. So we
Yeah.
proudly present you now Solar in her brilliant, shining, radiant appearance.
Oh, look.
Are you okay?
I'm losing my wig. My poor brain. Sunstorms through my head. Okay. Yes. Okay. Well, let me give this is my.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, did you eat the pizza? Leave me some pizza, please.
I will leave you some.
It's still warm.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I need power for my work.
Yes. No stress.
So. No. Okay. So loud. There's other energy. I'm here. Yet. I'm here. Yes. Hello, everybody. This is Solar, and I am in sun energy, and I'm joyful to be back again as I enjoy to talk through to all of you human earth beings. I see you. I see you every day when the sun is shining. Now I'm allowed to shine into your faces during the night. So this all is a huge joy for me. And I have to refer to Ken, who told me childlike. So did you say I'm childlike, Ken? Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay. What should I say about that? So, okay, then you call me childlike. Okay, I have to live with that. But you know what? I love to shine on the earth. I love to shine into the sweet flowers so that they open up. I love to shine on the beautiful wings of a butterfly and have such a deep joy when he starts to fly. I love shining on the earth so that little mouses come out of their holes. I love to see the grass growing. I love the ants. I love the birds. I love all that, folks. Probably I spend a bit much time with all those little ants and birds and bugs. And so this makes me a little childlike. So you might see me like a children's book where there is the sun and there's the grass and there's the speaking ant. So on that level. But you know what? Being childlike is not naturally a sign of age or stupidness. Being childlike is already mentioned in your Bible. Jesus said, if you do not become like the children, you are not able to get into the paradise. Do the Catholics under you remember that? And what does that mean? If you see some monks from Tibet, the Dalai Lama, they prayed and meditated and controlled their discipline, their mind, yet they giggle like little children. Have you ever heard those monks giggling and laughing about anything? And people who are very wise and old and nearly dead, almost dying, they get often like little children again. People who are innocent and have no fear. They love to amuse themselves. They love to be happy. They love to explore. They love to dance. They love to sing. They love to walk around wherever they want. They love to climb on trees. They love to jump into the water. They love to play an hour with a little scissor and cut some holes in the paper. So, and while you gave me this word, childish, I would ask you all to be childish again with me. So you heard the theme of this show is to bring you back into your power, right? So to empower you, we would like to get you back in the field of your own childhood. Imagine a time when you were 5 years old. You still had access to these divine energy fields. You still had this strong imagination. You were connected. And when people were mad or silly or stupid or cruel, you had your little corners to hide away. And then you were very much protected from the divine. So, these energy fields are precious. The teachers and your parents and all those who thought this would be a good idea trained it out of you. You know that, but there is a huge power field for you. So the school system, of course, from our point of view, is not really beneficial. You thought it would be helpful to educate your children, and it made a huge jump in your evolution. Those times of 17th, 18th century when school became available for everybody. That made a huge jump in the evolution. Yet it is not the smartest idea to teach children. I give you an example. If you ask a 6-year-old boy or 4-year-old boy, what would you like to become? Then they probably say, I'm gonna be a doctor. And then you say, if you want to become a doctor, you have to sit down at school 6 to 8 hours, maybe 10 hours. You have to learn English and Latin and mathematics and biology and physics. And that poor boy loses its smile and its passion is learning and learning and learning, becomes 15, becomes 18, becomes 20, becomes 24, 27, and still learning and didn't earn a penny. So, is this, do you think, an effective way? Will it make that boy happy? Will he learn faster? Will he be a good doctor? Or will he be one of those millions of doctors who are sitting in their, how the doctor places, hospitals with a burnout, having 40 clients, have no time for them, just being an administration man for all the diseases of this world, and the patients come back and back and back with all their 1,000 diseases. Is this a happy situation? Oh no! So we would just introduce some other ideas. In Russia, they do some experiments with this, and in Japan as well. So if you ask a 5-year-old boy, what do you want to be when you're big? And he says, I'm going to be a doctor. So please ask him, how you see this old lady over there? She has something with her arm. Can you tell me what this might be? And the boy immediately will use his connection and say, oh, the grandma hurt herself. The grandma probably fell over the floor. Why did the grandma fell over the floor? Yeah, she's not balanced anymore. Why is she not balanced anymore? Yeah, there's something between her ears. And what is between her ears? Well, she's always thinking about this and that and this and that. And that boy who connects with that energy field of medicine, of healing, will have access to a field of informations. So this would be a smarter way. You are far away from those possibilities with your stiff institutions. But those things are possible. Look at India, look in England, everywhere there are experiments with little children to open their third eye. So you close their eyes, make them blindfolded, you put something over their ears, their eyes, excuse me, over their eyes, and then you tell them who is there, or what do I show you, and they can read signs from a paper. They can see this is Uncle Herbert, this is Lady Things, and she is wearing a red skirt and a yellow scarf, etc., etc., etc. So there are so many possibilities, and now you have the, praise the Lord, the internet. And if you inform yourself about all those experiments in Russia, the more people get to know from this, the more people are inspired from this, the better you can open yourself to the fields of education. So, my dearest sweethearts, we what? Oh, excuse me. So, now this is yes, we are counsel, we're talking to each other, and sometimes they interfere me or want to tell me and say this and say that. You think they said probably, oh, I'm sorry, I have to go to the toilet. No. No, that was now I forgot what. Okay, I should not talk forever. That's what they say. Okay, but I want you to also do a lesson. So we would like to give you little things so that you yourself get back in your childlike power. You were way stronger with 5 years old than you are with 14. So we want you to think what you remember when you were 5 years old. Don't think of, oh, my mama was mean to me, oh, my brother beated me up, not those kind of things. But think, what was your biggest passion? What made you passionate? Was it running through the forest? Or was it cutting with the sister little holes in papers? Or was it painting pictures? Or was it dancing? Or was it climbing on trees? What was it? Was it meeting all your friends? Then we would like you to do, if possible, do this again during the next week or 2 weeks. If you remember to love to be with friends, invite your friends you love and do something silly with them, driving boat or whatever. If you remember how you enjoyed running through the forest, please run through the forest. Don't go the stiff paths of the old people with the stick. Do it like a child. You do not have to run like crazy, but listen to the breaking sticks and go over the roots and bend down to see the little ants like you did as child. If you were creative, be creative again. Put paper and glue it and make silly things with it. Do something you remember, because this child field, energy field, is still active in you. And if you access that, we can teach you to get more power and be more lively, right? That's what I'm wishing from you to do, but you do not have to do if you don't want. But this is just an idea. Yeah, so this was so fun, and I enjoy to be like a child. I enjoy floating over this world, and I enjoy to smile into your faces and make you all smile. I see you all, and this is a joy for me. Be like the child. I love you so much. Thank you. This was so long.
I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Solar is so sweet. So amazing.
I think they get really in. I don't know, like on the highway.
Yeah. Oh, I love Solar. She is just so wonderful.
Yeah.
But you're kind of looking like you're burning in hell during the channeling.
Yeah, because I'm such a big sinner, because of all my sins.
Oh, so you're a big sinner.
In the eyes of the Catholic Church, I guess I am. I was a big sinner. I had relationships with married men.
Ooh.
I have a child, was never married. I have been drinking, smoking. I was lazy at work. I was stupid with the money. Is that a sin? I don't know. I've been lying to my parents. I didn't go to church on Sunday. From the long list of the Catholic sin book, I did almost all except murder and stealing.
So you deserve to burn in hell, or at least be
Yes.
punished hard, don't you?
Well, we all do. We all have to be punished collectively as bad and evil humans as we are.
Bad and evil. So we have to crawl on our hands and feet
Yes.
and regret and atone and pay for eternally.
Yes. Punished forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Oh.
I guess, I guess that is the level that the dark forces on this planet want us to see ourselves, crawling on the ground.
So they keep us away from stepping into our power and create a future for ourselves of abundance, love, and joy.
Exactly. And you know what? I do know somebody of superpower, full of abundance, passion, love, and joy.
Ah, you're talking about Balal.
Sure. Absolutely.
The first spirit who spoke through you, the funny and magical good old genie. It's like he's an undisturbed master of the universe, just like the He-Man, empowering us like Jesus. He was one of those creative creatures, half horse, half man. A fascinating point of his biography.
Biography. Does spirit have a biography?
I don't know.
I think Balal has done a lot. I think he gives me signs all the time. I see him on papers. I was at the book fair last week, and the guest land was Georgia, and it was full of papers of old gods, half goat, half man.
Oh,
So I think I don't know. I'm meeting him all the time. Oh, I can feel his energy coming. He comes like a swirl. I think he lives usually in a little lamp.
oh yeah.
Last time somebody asked me if he's a good spirit or a bad spirit.
A good one, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
only good spirits are welcome in this Galactic Council of Annagreta.
Yes.
So welcome.
Welcome,
Balal.
Balal.
And now you have to channel again.
My brain waves. Oh my God! Like on the funfair circle.
Oh, you're doing great.
Yeah, I need water. So okay. Just trying to get some time. Okay, Balal, take over. I'm ready for the ages. No, I'm ready for Balal. Okay. Here I am. Here is Balal, the He-Man of the universe. And I enjoy to be myself, and I enjoy to be in my power. So I'm also a jinn or a genie, how you want to say. Shall I fulfill you some wishes? I'm here to fulfill your wishes. And I know your wishes before you know them. You all want to step into your superpower.
Yes.
Okay, dear. Seems Ken has already learned his lesson. He seems to be quite powerful. The colleague of mine. Okay, so let's do it from my turn. My dear, lovely earth beings who are going through all your challenges, through your good days and bad days, with days full of learning and days full of forgetting and days full of regretting and days of moving forward. What we see from above is that you, in your Western civilization, are like disarmed. You are walking like, I don't know, like an army of Mao. Don't want to blame him. We don't judge anybody. But from our point of view, you are all a bit pale. You are all a bit disempowered, powerless. You are like, we talked this afternoon about that with Annagreta. She had an uncle who got a car and he was so unable to drive this car. He always drove in the first, you know, how do you call the acceleration?
First gear.
First gear. Because he was absolutely happy he drove this and he always drove 20. So that reminds us of you. But this is not your fault. You were disempowered. And this is our lesson today, as we said. So if I blow all my energy that I am able to gain, if I would blow it in your lungs, would you be able to carry it? Would you want to breathe it? That is the question. Because here I open a field in your souls that we are aware of. We see that in your soul, because of centuries and of thousands of years, aeons of heritage disempowering and of experiences of violence and crime and authoritative behavior of your rulers. You all have a collective consciousness of being better, not seen in public, and not stand out that much because the danger of being punished for being outstanding is so big. Some of you are born with a goal to stand out, to stick out, to shine, to be a guide, to be a ruler. And they have special forces or special healthy mindset or special narcissistic mindset. So there are enough stars and YouTube stars and influencers and pop stars. So they are there. But actually, you are all able to access a divine power that opens the hearts, and not only the makeup artist studios, the doors for the cosmetic industry. There is bigger heart energy for all of you to access. There's more you can do, each one. It's just training, it is exercises, it's day-by-day practice, it's Course in Miracles, like Jesus always loves to mention, is the old yogi teachings. It's the connecting with us that makes you step forward. So now what do you do in your daily lives? You read a lot of things. You see all those videos and films. You meet on retreats. You're training your mind. You are all already advanced students. That's what we see. But many of you are scared to death when they think they should change their job. They should leave their family. They should change anything in the little village that they are born. They feel the world as a prison. And they are so scared to step out or to be somebody special. So that it is literally holding them in chains. Probably you have created this situation because if you are seemingly in your outside world in chains, because of your moral, because of your responsibility, because of your love to your family, when you are in those chains, is the perfect situation to develop inner power. You will always find an hour a day. If you want, you find an hour a day where you go inside and shut down your senses and look inwards. Where is your godlike power? Where is your divine heritage? Where are you so strong? And if you develop this strength, your field will widen, your circumstances will change. You will be able to build some windows through your prison, some bridges to the outer world. You will just create something that makes you pleasure. And now I come to the exercises I want to give you. I also have some homework for you. I'm a strictly ruler and a teacher, so please do your exercises. Just kidding. Okay, my dears. I want you to do something funny. I want you to wear something tomorrow or during the week with a color that you never used, or what you think is too shiny or too strange, or which just you think doesn't match to your clothes. You do not have to make yourself ridiculous. You don't have to walk over the street in a pink trouser and everybody says, what's wrong with Harry Bat? Why is he wearing pink trousers? Not that way. We know how hard it is for a lot of people of you to step in their colors. How many people look out of the window, look everywhere on the streets, how many people in the Western world are wearing now a dark blue or a brownish or gray or black? What's wrong with you? God gave you a rainbow of colors, and each color has a meaning, and each color has a power. So use all colors of the rainbow. And as we know how difficult it is for you to be seen, to step out of the gray, I would ask you to wear just maybe a little bracelet or something under your pullover. Maybe a yellow shining under trousers, how do you call it, knickers or socks. Something that will give you other feeling. And you will feel, what does this color do to you? How do you respond to this color? What does this color add to your energy field? If you go to Africa, if you go to Cuba, if you go to Mexico, you see all those wonderful, brilliant, shining colors, and you see the people shining. The people are shining. They are in bad circumstances, but they have a glow. So use those gifts of the universe and just try it. And I would like to see you again next week. I would like to ask you Did you wear a bracelet of pink or green or whatever? Did you do that? Otherwise, I'm a magical spirit and I can turn you into a mouse. It is a stupid. It's a stupid. It was a stupid joke. Sorry, but I just want to tell you, there's so much more for you available, and I'm glad you are here. And give us your respect, and give us your smile, give us your understanding, and give us your time, which is very much in these times. So I jump in my little oil lamp back, and that was that. Have a good time. Always at your service. And tell me your wishes, and I will see what I can do for you. Bye.
Bye, Balal. Thank you very much. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're also different, those spirits.
Yeah. Balal, he's such an energy booster. I feel like I drank 3 bottles of Red Bull. Are you back, Annagreta, or are you still in the orbit?
Now, you wanted to enter the orbit. Didn't you talk of that?
Oh, yeah, because there was this asteroid. Yeah.
Now, this was not an asteroid. It was Balal blowing us up with this energy. And by the way, where's the pizza? You ate all the pizza.
It was Balal.
You ate all the pizza.
No,
He
I mean,
ate all
it was Jesus.
Balal was speaking through my mouth. He couldn't eat the pizza.
Well, he's a genie. He can do lots of things.
You pay the next pizza. You order the right one. I want with broccoli and with mozzarella and with rucola and salami. Oh no, a vegan pizza. We eat vegan pizza.
Well, I have to do something between your channelings. I mean, you know.
You did it for extra. Yeah. Okay. So Balal blew us up with this energy.
Yeah, and with this energy, fill us up. We and all who listen to us can now enter the next week with a swirl of divine energy to boost up the others.
Woo, woo, woo. Oh my goodness. And I've lost you. We lost you in space. Oh, there you are. Sorry, all this channeling. Okay. Yes, so we boosted up the audience, and now you are all behind the screens. You are Mr. and Mrs. 5,000 volts. We are invulnerable.
And strong, superwoman, superman, earth uplifter.
So can you feel invulnerable and a real good looking Superman, right?
Yes, Mr. Boombastic, super fantastic.
Okay, here I have this fork, and now I stab you in the arm, and you tell me if it hurts. Does it bleed?
No. Jesus, you are evil. What's happening? No harm to my super body.
I thought you're a yogi.
I'm still practicing.
Okay.
Yeah, but before you attack me, let's tell you some news.
Okay.
So, you all know that Annagreta is fired from all her jobs because no one is going to hire her anymore.
So you have to tell that everybody.
Well, you're telling that story. I'm just repeating what you're telling people. So first, to continue to host these shows, we need to be able to make this a bit sustainable and put food on Annagreta's table. So if you feel that she deserves it, we're asking you to join our subscription.
Thank you, Ken, for being with me and be my partner to create this exciting, lightful path through the university to the universe. What did I say? This lightful path through the universe, and we hope we filled you up with starlight and stardust and shining sparkles of the divine. So come back to us on the 16th of November when the full moon is rising over the earth, and until we say God bless
you.
you. Nanu nanu.
To sign up for a subscription, just go to spiritsofanagreta.com and then go to membership, and then you can read about it here and choose your membership. So here you have a few different options: monthly, yearly, or quarterly. You can choose to automatically have your subscription renewed. So if you choose monthly, you might want to choose the subscribe auto renewal to have everything kind of on autopilot, so you don't have to think about manually going in and paying every time. But maybe on a yearly you want to do that manually, so the choice is yours. So to subscribe, I click on subscribe with auto renewal yearly, and then I just start to fill in my name. And then I'll just find out, I'm just filling out a hypothetical street here now, just for testing purposes. And then here I'll choose a username, and then I'll choose an email. It's good to have a strong password. So higher here, it was a medium, so let me see if I can make it go a bit higher. There you go. That's what you want. That's a good one. And then just to make sure that you're not a robot, this is just a checker. So we choose the answer. So here you just have to tick this. This is just some kind of policy in Europe where you basically just say that you're okay with us collecting your data and using it for this membership subscription and sending your emails and stuff like that in relationship to it. This one you can choose to go off or on. This is just a newsletter. I recommend keep this on so that we don't accidentally are unable to send you anything, because this means that you might not get the emails going out with the shows. So suggest that you keep all this on, and then you click sign up. If you have typed in the discount code, you should see that reflected in the amount here. So for this testing, I'm going to use a test credit card. And then click submit. There you go. Now you have successfully signed up. After you sign up, you probably will get a few emails from us. The first is to confirm the email subscription. Please click yes to this. That just means that we are able to send you emails to notify you of your membership. So when there's a new show, you can click yes to this, and then you'll actually get the new show. If you haven't gotten anything, please check your spam folder and see that it's there, and then do the following. First, click on this subscribe me to this list. You then will take into the MailChimp, which is the provider we use to send out email. And it says you've been confirmed and thank you for subscribing. Secondly, you will get this welcome email, which is your username, and password is the same as you typed in, so I hope you remember that. And then here is where you can log in, and you will also get a receipt for the payment of the new show. And then once you want to log on, you can from here just click on the member page. And this is now the membership area. And here you can see you have a little different menu. So if you click on member area directly, you will come to this page. If you click on account, you will come to your account page. And here you can go and look at your subscription. And you can see the active subscription, when it expires, and here you can update and change your plan directly. And here you can also see the payments that have been done. So you can log out from here, or you can go here and you can click log out from there. Once you're logged out, you see that there's a login button here. So if you're not logged in, you can just click on that. And then you can log in from here. And then there's a little check as well. So that's it. I hope you made it this far. If you have any questions, please go here, go to contact us on Spirits of Annagreta and fill in this form, and then we'll get back to you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.